and welcome back to another video. I'm here with Lucy, trying to keep her entertained. She still puppy nips a little bit, so if she nips me, that's why. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make guinea pig treats, and the measurements aren't exact and everything, and I just got the recipe from smallpetselect.com, so if you would like to get the full recipe and the measurements and everything yourself, you can just go onto that website and probably just look up guinea pig treats, I'd assume, or you can just look up guinea pig treat recipes, and I think that's one of the websites that pops up. So yeah, otherwise you can just follow my mad science experiment, I guess, but I just kind of played around with some stuff and made some treats, and they turned out to be pretty cute, so yeah. Hello, so this is voiceover Anna, and we're just gonna go over the ingredients you'll need. So first you're gonna need a big bowl, and you're gonna need to grate half an apple and a bunch of little carrots, which is what I have here. I do have that cheese grater though, which is extremely sharp, so be very careful if you have one of those. And then a cup and a half of just rolled oats, plain rolled oats, and some water and some guinea pig pellets that we will just be like blending up, and obviously your blender, because I'm going to be using it quite a bit. So first I'm going to start with just washing off the fruits and veggies. After the fruits and vegetables are all washed off, I'm going to start cutting up this apple. I'm just going to cut half of an apple, and if you are a small child trying to do this, please don't cut an apple with a knife. Ask a parent to do it. So yeah, basically I'm just cutting up an apple like you would, getting it ready to be grated with the cheese grater, and I don't need to cut up the carrots because they are just small little baby carrots. If you are using bigger carrots, however, you will have to cut them up into smaller pieces. And I do also want to say, even though this is more of a like how-to video and I'm technically showing you how to make treats, this did turn into more of a mad science experiment because not everything went exactly to plan. You'll see why later, but if you're trying this at home, this isn't like exact science, and most of the things don't have exact measurements, so just beware. And also, I am just using a recipe from Small Pet Select, so that's where I got this recipe from. But I'm just going to be grating up the apples and carrots with this cheese grater, or at least trying to. But as you can see, all the juice just kind of like seeped through the grater, and it was just kind of squeezing the juice out of the apple rather than getting the actual chunks of the apple and grating it. So I had to go to plan B and just kind of scrape it off and see if I could get anything off of the grater. And nothing for my original plan, actually following the directions to the T, was working, so I just decided why not throw everything in a blender and just hope that it works out. And here I'm just pouring in this little fruit vegetable mix, and it is kind of chunky. I tried my best blending it up, but it still has some chunks. And then I got a little impatient, so I just decided to take this banana masher and just mash it all up and try to get the chunks out and mashed. And I kind of wanted a better consistency out of it. Right now it's kind of reminding me of pumpkin guts, and it's just pretty chunky still, and it was just flying everywhere, so I just had to keep mushing and mushing and mushing it. Now I'm just going to be adding guinea pig pellets in, and I measured out a half cup and put it in the blender. then I decided to add some water in because I thought it might blend easier, and it actually blended a lot better, and I realized that's what I should have done for the fruit, so yeah. And here I'm just adding the pellets in a bowl. As you can see, it's in a different bowl from the fruit because I actually decided to go ahead and re-blend the fruit with the water like I should have done in the first place. And this time it was definitely more of a puree consistency that I was going for in the beginning, so I was really pleased with the texture and everything, and it was just perfect. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add the pellet mixture into this little fruit mush puree that I have going on here, and start adding the oats in and everything like that, and really start getting this together. And here I'm just adding 1.5 cups of oats, and I also did mix some water in. I don't have exact measurements for the water, just basically enough water to the point where the mixture will kind of like form itself. You'll see what I mean later. And this is where things get a little out of hand. I decided to go ahead and blend up 4 whole strawberries. Yes, the whole entire thing. I didn't cut off the leaves or anything because guinea pigs can have strawberry leaves. And I just kind of added that in. I also blended up some more apple with that. And this gave it a little bit more moisture, and it held together more, and it smelled more fruity. And it just looked a lot better in general. And I figured the guinea pigs would like it more, so that's something you can do. You can basically add any fruit or vegetable you want. It doesn't have to be apple and carrot. I just discovered that and figured it would be fun to add in there. And I'm gonna just go ahead and start molding them into little Christmas shapes. I was just kind of like squishing the dough together. I guess it's kind of like dough. It actually feels very similar to dough if you make these yourself. And I just made little stars and Christmas trees, very Christmassy shapes. And then I also made another sheet that just had more like little balls and shapes that they'd be able to easily eat. The bigger stars and the trees and all of these larger cookies I will be breaking up into smaller pieces as I give it to them. I'm not going to give the whole cookie to one guinea pig, obviously that's just way too much, so yeah. And I realized I forgot to preheat the oven. You should probably do that while you're mixing everything up and making it, but I just preheated it to 300 degrees. If you do decide to make it yourself, you're going to want to preheat them anywhere between 250 and 300 degrees, just a lower temperature. And once it's all heated up, you can obviously put them straight into the oven and cook them for about half an hour, and then you have your cookies. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put them in the oven for about half an hour, but I'd say it took more around 40 minutes. The bigger ones took more around 40 minutes. Please be careful putting them in the oven. If you are a small child, please just have an adult do this for you, and always wear proper gloves and just protective things on your hands. Oven mitts, that's what I meant to say, so that your fingers and hands are protected from being burnt. And while we wait for those to cook, I was just admiring our beautiful Christmas tree. I'm so excited for Christmas, and there's so many ornaments and everything. I love Christmas so much. And Max decided that even though we have all our gifts ready under the tree, he wants to be a present too, and he wants to eat the presents as well. One thing I forgot to mention, and I did this off camera, is you will have to flip all the treats over about halfway through the cooking, so just remember to do that. And after they finished cooking, after I flipped them, here they are. I put some of them in a jar, and then I think I'm just going to put these ones in a jar too. I just need to find a bigger jar. But yeah, those are the little Christmas cookies and the tinier treats and the stars and everything. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial / mad science experiment. And yeah, I think they turned out pretty cute. So that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful or just entertaining at the very least. Again, if you want specific measurements and everything, you can just go to Small Pet Select and search up guinea pig treats, or just search up guinea pig treats in general, or you can just kind of follow along to your best ability. If you're a better cook than me, then you can probably figure some things out and point out what I've done wrong and everything like that. I pretty much did everything wrong. I don't cook or bake very often anymore, so yeah, but regardless, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And Merry Christmas to everyone, or Happy Holidays, whatever. Just have a safe holiday and let's not get corona. And yeah, that would be great. So I'll see you all in the next video, which will probably be after Christmas. So yeah, bye!